Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my 40-week pregnancy update. Yes guys, I've said it, 40 weeks. I don't even know how I got this far. Let's just be honest. So I'm going to give you guys a very quick update on the past few weeks. So around 37 weeks, I started to notice that I was already losing my mucus plug, which I assumed meant I was dilating of some sort, because with my other pregnancies I never lost my mucus plug until I had a second membrane sweep with Miles, which was my last pregnancy, and I was maybe 1.5, maybe 2 centimeters. So when I started to see that I was losing my mucus plug, my first assumption was I'm dilating early, which was very exciting because I've never really dilated on my own throughout all my other pregnancies. I always needed some sort of medical assistance, except for Ariela's, where my water just kind of broke on its own. So my body kind of did the thing that it needed to do in order to get me going and go into labor. So I was super excited that I was already losing my mucus plug, because that meant that my body was doing something and my chances of being induced was going to go down, or at least I thought. But at week 39, or right before 39 weeks, at 38 weeks and 6 days or so, my mother-in-law flew in because she wanted to be here for when the baby is born and to help me out with the little ones. And my husband would have off as well, so it'd be really great to have an extra pair of hands since him and I are going to be super exhausted. And on the morning of the day that we were getting ready to pick her up from the airport, I lost the most amount of mucus plug I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I was so sure I was going to go into labor. I had really bad contractions that morning. So after I went to pee and I got up, I literally felt something like falling out of me. Like, it was that heavy, and it was the entire mucus plug. TMI, but it was the whole thing. Bloody show, everything. So my first thought was, that's it, like, I'm going into labor a day before I turned 39 weeks. But my contractions slowed down a ton and ended up just completely going away, and I already had a midwife appointment the next day or so, so I wasn't stressing about it too much. Okay, so when I went to my midwife appointment, she said that I was 3 centimeters. So now I'm like extremely excited. I'm like, I'm 3 centimeters. I'm not gonna have to be induced. This is gonna be amazing. Like, I'm just now 39 weeks. If my body was able to get me this far, maybe if I stay active and do different things, like, this little one will come like really soon. No. So here I am now at 40 weeks and 5 days, and I'm still pregnant. It was like after I lost my mucus plug that day, like, I just did not have any more contractions, like none. I've had a membrane sweep since then. I've tried walking and all the other old wives, you know, things that they tell you to do to try to like progress, and nothing worked. And yeah, so now I am officially getting induced, guys, on Sunday. To say that I'm devastated is an understatement, because I really wanted to experience a natural birth completely this time. I didn't want to be induced. I didn't even want to, like, you know, do the whole epidural and things like that, especially since they didn't really work for me. Well, at least for Miles it didn't, for Miles and Ariela. So pregnancy number 2 and 3, it did not work for me. So this time around, I really just didn't even want to get the epidural. I just wanted to have a natural childbirth. But now the fact that today is Saturday and I get induced tomorrow night, I'm just defeated at this point. Like, I feel like I've tried everything that I could possibly do to kind of get my body going and to, you know, have consistent contractions and dilate some more, and did membrane sweeps, and it's just crazy. This baby is not budging. I just feel like every day I'm more exhausted. I just feel more nauseous. and I'm really excited to meet him. But at the same time, guys, like, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't cry, because the fact that I am gonna get induced, because like my doctors will not let me, you know, go to 42 weeks. So 41 weeks, they're just like, that's it. And since my mother-in-law leaves next week, they were like, you know, we're gonna schedule you for Sunday, so one day before I turn 41 weeks. So since this is my 40-week pregnancy update, I might as well just go ahead, guys, and read off the what to expect when you're expecting app and tell you guys all the deets for 40 weeks. So at 40 weeks, baby is the size of a small pumpkin, about 19 to 22 inches, and anywhere between 7 to 9 pounds. Common symptoms for this week is Braxton Hicks contractions, which kind of continuously has you wondering like whether or not this is real labor. And then you also can see some changes in fetal activity. So now that the baby's getting bigger and having less room, they're still moving in there, but the movements are a lot slower than how they were before, since they can't really wiggle and roll around as much. But they should still have, when you do your kick counts, they should still have at least 10 flutters, wiggles, or rolls within an hour, according to this app. Pelvic pain, leg cramps, insomnia, and nesting. So out of these symptoms, obviously I'm dilating, or have dilated to a 3, and my basement is at 70%, and it's been there for a while. I wouldn't say, I mean, I guess I can say I'm having Braxton Hicks contractions. The reason why I say I guess is because it just feels more like actual menstrual cramps than it does like a Braxton Hicks contraction to me. I always tend to have pelvic pain. I feel like I only still get it when I go to bed at night and I'm trying to get up to use the restroom after laying in a position for so long with all that weight and like tension and just everything on that one side of my body. And then trying to get up or flip to my other side, that's when I experience the most pain. And then thankfully still I did not experience any insomnia with this pregnancy. Thank God for that, because all of my other ones I did. Like, I could not sleep. That is the majority of all of the symptoms that I have been experiencing. I don't have any increase in appetites. If anything, I'm still like, I don't really have like a craving or an increase in appetite. If anything, I'm just so uncomfortable, and just anything that I eat, I get full so quickly. I will note that this is for sure the pregnancy where I weighed the most. With the girls, I think my in pregnancy weight was around 135-ish. With Miles, it was 140. At my last midwife appointment, I'm 148, I believe. So I'm almost 150 pounds at this point, which obviously probably doesn't seem like a lot in comparison to other pregnant women, but my starting weight was 108, or 108 or 110, around there. It just, I know for sure that it wasn't over 110. So yeah. This is definitely gonna, I feel like it's gonna be the biggest baby, and I feel like that's one of my biggest things is like, my girls were like 6-ish pounds, or barely 6 pounds. Miles was like 7-ish, and I feel like since I'm overdue, I feel like this is gonna be a big boy, and I'm a little nervous. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty nervous about it. But this will be my last pregnancy update officially for baby number 4. So thank you guys so much for watching and for following me through this journey, and the next time you see me, I should be having this little guy.